Welcome back to Creative Alternatives. Today, we're exploring creative alternatives to advertising. Close your eyes for a second and imagine a world where every billboard goes silent, every pop-up disappears, every skip ad in 5 seconds say, shoot. Experiences beat exposure every time. A single meaningful experience can outperform millions of impressions. Pop-up experiences, interactive installations, workshops, immersive brand spaces, or even digital experiences like virtual events and games allow people to feel the brand instead of just seeing it. Experience creates emotion, and emotion drives decisions far more than logic ever will. You forget what you scroll past, but you remember what you lived through. Education is also becoming a dominant alternative to advertising. Teaching builds authority. Brands that educate don't chase attention. Attention comes to them. When a company becomes a trusted source of knowledge in its industry through webinars, masterclasses, YouTube channels, blogs, or mentorship programs, it stops competing on price and starts competing on expertise. People don't ask, "Why should I buy from you?" They ask, "When can I learn more from you?" That shift is powerful. Then there's creator collaboration, not influencer advertising. There's a difference. Influencer ads feel rented. Creator partnerships feel native. Instead of forcing a message into someone's feed, brands collaborate with creators to build content that fits naturally into their voice and audience. The creator isn't reading a script, they're telling a story. This works because audiences trust creators more than corporations. Authentic alignment beats forced endorsement every time. Another alternative hiding in plain sight is customer success as marketing. The best marketing team is often the support team. When brands obsess over delivering an exceptional product and customer experience, marketing becomes a side effect. Case studies, testimonials, transformations, before and after stories, these are not ads, they are proof. People believe outcomes more than promises. When customers talk about results, skepticism disappears. What ties all these alternatives together is a mindset shift. Advertising asks, how do we get attention? Creative alternatives ask, forces brands to invest in quality. It forces brands to invest in quality, purpose, and relevance. It pushes them to think long-term instead of campaign by campaign. In a world where everyone is shouting, the brands that whisper something meaningful are the ones people lean toward. And the future belongs to those who stop interrupting lives and start adding to them. Imagine if your brand stopped chasing people entirely and instead, people started chasing you. Ooh, that's not a fantasy. That's the endgame of creative alternatives to advertising. When brands shift from persuasion to attraction, marketing stops feeling like marketing at all. One of the most transformative alternatives, building a brand as a platform. Platforms don't push messages, they enable others. Think of brands that create ecosystems, marketplaces, learning hubs, creator funds, innovation labs, or networking spaces. When a brand becomes the place where opportunities happen, visibility becomes automatic. People don't visit because they were targeted. They visit because the platform has value beyond the product. The brand becomes infrastructure, not noise. Another powerful approach is purpose-driven action. Not purpose as a tagline, but purpose as behavior. Consumers today can smell performative branding instantly. What they respond to is consistency. Brands that take real stances, support cases long-term, and align their operations with their values don't need heavy promotion. Their actions speak louder than any campaign ever could. When a brand stands for something clearly, the right audience finds it and the wrong audience leaves, which is actually a win. Innovation itself is also marketing. When a product is genuinely remarkable, it markets itself. Features that surprise, packaging that delights, design that sparks conversation, these create organic buzz. People share what feels new, clever, or thoughtful. The best question a brand can ask is not how do we advertise this, but is this worth talking about? If the answer is yes, marketing becomes distribution, not persuasion. Another underrated alternative is scarcity and exclusivity used ethically. Limited drops invite only access early communities. Beta programs, these create curiosity without shouting. Scarcity works not because people fear missing out, but because it signals care and intention. When access is earned, value increases. People don't chase what's everywhere, they chase what feels meaningful and rare. Finally, there's the long game. Building trust through consistency, creative alternatives to advertising don't deliver overnight spikes, they deliver long-term equity. Showing up regularly with value, listening more than speaking, adapting based on feedback, this builds familiarity, and familiarity breeds trust. In a world full of one-hit viral moments, consistency is the quiet superpower. The future of marketing doesn't belong to the loudest brand or the biggest budget. It belongs to the most human one. The brand that understands people don't want to be targeted, they want to be understood. When you stop treating attention as something to steal and start treating it as something to earn, everything changes.